Que foi? Um minutinho. Hello, people from YouTube. Today we stay here with Christian, Erica, and Giovanni. My name is Katiana. I'm a host here on Talk and Talk. For discuss about AI. This immersion, it's about discussed about AI, the impact of artificial intelligence on society. But before I start with this immersion, I need to explain a little things about the Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk, it's a platform for learning English, Spanish, Italian, Mandarin, and other languages. Today we stay here for discuss about this topic in English. Here we have a space for learning a new language, and we have a rules here, respect each other, respect the time for other persons when the other person speak, and don't interrupt the other person. And I think it's these a little tips for this immersion. But before I start, I think it's interesting introduce myself. My name is Katiana. I'm 4 years old, almost 41. I am engineer. I'm not a teacher here. I'm like the other guys in this room for improve my skills and my language, my skills in English. I'm since I start 2 years ago, like a host here in Talk and Talk. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo, and I work with new projects in the ESG area. Erica, please introduce yourself, and after this, choose another person for introduce yourself, please.
Okay, good morning. I'm Erica. I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I have a degree in nutrition. I work in some public schools here. In my free time, I love cooking, reading, practice physical exercise, spending time with my family as well, and going out with my friends. And I've been here in Talk and Talk for 1 month. And like everyone, I'm here in order to improve my speaking skills, get more confidence to speak English with others. How about you, Christian?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Christian Jimenez. I am Bolivian. I currently live here in Curitiba, Paraná. I work in the IT area. I work as a full stack software developer, and I have been working in the field for almost 12 years. I am 36 years old. I'm married. I have been here in Talk and Talk since 2022, I think, when Philips opened it for free. I remember that was the period of time when I joined it here. And nowadays, I am an English and Spanish host here in Talk and Talk. And in my free time, I really like to improve my English skills because I consider that it's so important for my personal and professional life. And nowadays I am trying to learn French as well, so I participate on French immersion here in Talk and Talk. Besides, I really like to play volleyball and football when I have the opportunity. And singing as well is a hobby that I currently have, and I practice when I have the time. And that's it, guys. And what about you, Giovanni?
Yes, thanks. Good morning. My name is Giovanni. I live in São Sebastião do Paraíso. But I'm from Belo Horizonte in the United States. I'm 33 years old. I'm married. And I'm finished course electrical technical. Um, I'm I have I have 4 dogs. Eh, when free time, I like watch TV, move, uh, waterfall. It's only.
Thank you, Giovanni. Guys,
Thanks.
thank you. Guys, I choose this topic, but it's not connect with the big problem in the world last week. We have a big problem with a flight, and I'm not I'm not understand correct because I'm not in this. I don't work in this area, in the IT area. But we have a big problem in the company where I work with because of this problem. I think it's connected with a file and one company use AI with a Microsoft, I think. And all the companies use, I think, the Microsoft, and because of this, stopped your operations. And if I understand correct, it's connected with the AI. But now, for example, we use AI for example, in my work, I'm engineer, guys. And I don't imagine it. I studied engineer 20 years ago. And in that time, it's not imagined. It's like Jetsons. Do you remember the Jetsons?
Yes.
Use the all the things with the machine thinking for us. But now it's part of our routine, and I think it's a topic interesting for discussing in English. I start with the first question. How do you think artificial intelligence is changing the job at market? It's a interesting question, guys, because, for example, for the engineers now, the market it's totally different. I work in the oil and gas, and now we need understand about Python, Power BI, and other skills with using AI and programming for resolve the problems. And 5 years ago, these kind of things don't happen, but now it's a reality. In 5 years, if an engineer don't understand about AI, Python, or other programming languages, it's out of the market in the oil and gas, in the engineer, in the good for a good jobs in this case. And in your case, Christian work in this area, Christian. Share with us your opinion.
Yeah, sure. Well, in my opinion, technology changes is depending on the field that every person work in. In my personal experience, I think that we have gotten a lot of benefits from AI nowadays. As you said, we currently use AI for almost every task that we do because, technology is a huge field, and it's impossible to know everything about it. So AI is there for helping us. I personally don't see that like a challenger. I use AI for me, so I use it as a tool because I know that there are some people who think that at least my profession or the developers will disappear just because AI is over there and AI is evolving every single day. And maybe someday AI will be able to create applications, to create web applications, or even a smart application just by itself, but I don't think it's gonna be possible soon. So we have to kind of make a contract with AI and work together. Nowadays, I use it for, as you said, for resolving problems that I don't know. Maybe for find information. We normally use it Google for that. We use it in my area. Stack Overflow. It's a page so known by developers where every developers can ask a question and others can post the responses. So it's the way that we used to find answers or solutions for different kind of weird problems. And nowadays with AI, I know that a lot of developers use ChatGPT for that, because ChatGPT just gather all the information and put it in the same place. I currently don't use ChatGPT because my company provided me an access to Copilot, GitHub Copilot. I'm not sure if the name, but it's kind of the same because it's in on my idea of programming, and I can ask a question about my current code, or I can ask a question about different topics, everything related on programming, and the tool show me different answers, different ways to do that, different things that are so useful, so I don't waste a lot of time just browsing on internet. So it's totally different the way that we work today and the way that we worked some years ago. And I cannot think about the engineers that will have been working for 35 years, how different it's nowadays. So it's so cool, I would say. Yeah, it's my that's my opinion.
And you, Erica?
Okay, I think AI could replace some job positions. I think so, but at the same time, I think if people know how to use the AI, they can get more advanced in the job market. I don't work in this area, the TI area, so I'm a nutritionist. But I think when you think about health market, I think artificial intelligence can improve many things in this area and help people to get more opportunities to get some appointment if a doctor, because nowadays you can uh, do some appointments in the virtual way. But I don't I really I about artificial intelligence, I just know about ChatGPT. So like Christian said, is a huge area. So I think it's so hard for each person dominate this kind of knowledge. But as you said before, Katiana, about the last week or last 2 weeks about the in the world the systems stopped. But in Brazil, I was reading about it, and didn't have so many impacts here. Some people said because Brazilian people is don't update the software. Brazilian people sometimes, the majority of time, use pirate software, pirata. So I think the main impacts occur in the other countries, developed countries as well. I think so. But I think in Brazil, artificial intelligence will be a huge challenge, because when you think many Brazilian people don't have opportunity to use internet, there are many billions of people here that don't use internet because don't have the opportunity. So when you think about the next step, that is artificial intelligence, I think Brazil can have bad problems if the population didn't start to improve your education. And yeah, that's all. How about you, Giovanni?
Uh, for me, changing for the better. Uh, because artificial intelligence tools make our work easy. Uh, automation, for example. Então, change for the better.
You're finished, Giovanni? Finished?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Guys, I think my opinion about this, I think it's not impossible. We stopped the use of AI in our routine now because it's staying different softwares, apps, and other softwares. Like Christian said, everyone have it's possible for everyone use the ChatGPT. Now we have other kind of AI. I think we have a Gemini. It's developed for Google, I think. And Copilot is, I love Copilot, Christian, because I think Copilot it's so change our life for it's more easy for the things. The company where I work now, it's not the Copilot, it's not possible for everyone to use the Copilot, but I think in the future, probably it's more, it's open for all the company because I think we have a problem because before put this new technology in our routine, we need teaching the persons about the AI because we have I don't remember the name of dados sensíveis, sensible data. We have dados sensíveis, né? And sometimes the persons don't understand this, and it's not possible. We have a rules for using this AI in the companies, and the employers need to understand this kind of things. Now I jump for the question number 2. What advantages
Tatiana, you are talking about the security of data of the companies, right?
Yes.
So people should understand artificial intelligence because all companies must protect your data, and employees should know how to use this new technology. But when you think about the companies, that's okay. But I mean, think about people that have another kind of jobs. For example, the people that make bread, the hairdressers. How these people you implement artificial intelligence in your day, in your job? So because then you think about your company that you work, the oil, gas. When you think about TI, that's okay. Then you think about the health market, that's okay. But I don't know about the other kind of job, how people could implement the artificial intelligence in your days. Okay, ChatGPT, but it's not, I think artificial intelligence is not only ChatGPT. So, yeah, but I don't know how to explain because I'm not working this area, but I think it's a challenge because million people in Brazil don't use internet because they didn't have access to this, to this. So, yes, go ahead.
Yes, I agree with you, Erica, because in some places in Brazil we don't have a computer, cell phones. When I started in my work 50, 60, 70 years ago, I visit small cities in Brazil, next to the Maranhão, Barreiras, Luiz Eduardo Magalhães. There, we don't have it's so common, você não tem sinal de telefone, galera. It's crazy that people don't have water for drink. And I agree with you, Erica. We have for these persons don't. This is more difficult. It's more difficult because we don't have the basic for life. And when do you think about the AI? I think probably this person know about AI in 10 years, 15 years, because don't have the basic for living now. I agree with you. I agree. We have um abismo between
A
the
gap,
persons, a
the
gap,
gap.
a
Yeah.
big gap, because in the society now. I agree with you. It's a big problem, because when we think about this, Erica, we think about the how the sorry guys, because now I talking a lot, but the jobs, it's changed a lot. Imagine this person in 10 years don't understand about AI, how have a job. And I agree with you, it's a big problem, but I need to stop the talking, because I stop a lot, I speak a lot today. Guys, now I jump for the question number 2. What advantages and disadvantages do you see in the implementation of artificial intelligence in medicine? Erica, I start with you, and after this, choose another person for answer the question, please.
Okay. In medicine, I think the great advantage is more people can get access of the healthcare in Brazil. I think it's a good advantage, because when you think about people that live in remote area, like in Amazonia, Manaus, in the another south of Brazil, because all of us live in the south of Brazil. That's the part more developed in our country. But I think the people can access the medicine more using artificial intelligence. But at the same time, when you think about some disadvantage, as I said before, I think how can I say? Because when you think about the poor states in Brazil, I don't know if each place here in our country you use artificial intelligence in one day, for example, because here, when you think about technology, more of this technology is only in the south of Brazil, in the middle of Brazil. In remote area, you can't use this, because it's not only about artificial intelligence, it's about you have to have people to know how to use this kind of technology. You can't open a ChatGPT for someone that didn't know how to speak in Portuguese, for example. Is your native language. How kind of people you know how to use artificial intelligence? Because all of things is in English. And Brazilian people, you think about fluency in another language, so it's in the rank of the country around the world, Brazil is in the last positions. So I think it's not only a challenge, but as a disadvantage as well. What do you think, Giovanni?
For me, the advantage is to contribute to the fight against disease and certain procedures. But only the medicine still needs more human care to detect certain disease, correto? Não pode dizer que contato humano, direct contact, yes, with the patient. This is disadvantage. And you, Christian?
Yeah.
This is What? Hello?
Sorry, guys. I think my connect, it's frozen. Giovanni, you're finished or no?
Yes, I finished. Is
Oh, okay. Thank you. I think now it's the time for Christian speaking. Is correct, guys? Oh, Christian, go ahead. Thank you, Giovanni.
In my opinion, I would say that nowadays there are more disadvantages in AI, applying AI on medicine, because I would say that AI should be more evolved if we want to apply it on medicine fields. Only, obviously, there are some procedures that can be made by AI, but I consider that uh, the health and our bodies, our health in general, it's so precious to be treated by AI nowadays. It need to be more developed. I'm not sure if here in our room there is someone who will be willing to be treated by AI, depending of your disease, or depending on what you want to do on medicine, or what you need. So I think that it's gonna take a little bit longer to apply or to implement, in fact, AI on medicine. Um, Advantages, I would say that maybe as Erica said, it will be will be easy access for most people. I'm not sure if it's gonna be cheaper. I'm not sure about it. Obviously, and another thing, another advantage, maybe you won't waste a lot of time if you want to, for example, to um, to mark an appointment. You won't need to need you won't need to wait a lot of time depending of your disease, because maybe AI will be able to to treat it and to give you the solution or the medicine that you need to take. So nowadays, if you have something of if you feel bad, you all of the time have to go to the hospital, and you have to waste at least 1 or 2 hours there just for getting diagnostic that you what you have. So with AI, I think that maybe in the future it will be possible to have your diagnostic without taking so long. So, but nowadays that doesn't exist yet. I think that it need to be developed better. Um, um, I think that's my opinion.
About this question, I think we have a different things for understand about the use of AI in medicine, but we have a good things. For example, I saw one and I read a newspaper about the use of AI with a cancer in women's. The developers uh, uh, developed a code, and this AI see vê as imagens of das mamografias, and it's possible see a câncer de mama more fast. And because, for example, sometimes we have a woman mistake. It's not all the doctors understand, and when the cancer start in the woman's. And this notice is about this. The AI, a inteligência artificial, diagnostica muito antecipadamente. And with this is possible curar, né, o paciente mais rápido. And it's interesting, no? And for example, now I have an app. I use the Unimed, and now it's possible we use if it's not a big problem with health, I connect with a doctor in the app. And it's more easy because if I go to the hospital in Victoria, for example, I stay there probably for 3 hours, and it's more easy. But it's not like Erica said, it's not for everyone. No, it's a short person. It's possible for us. I think probably I think it's more easy for everyone, and eu espero, né?
Katiana, I read this news as well about the breast cancer. So AI can help doctors to predict the cancer in your breast 5 years before you start to show the symptoms of this disease. It's great because you are talking about prevention. It's so good. It's wonderful. But at the same time, when you think about precision medicine, there are many ethical issues because about breast cancer, you can prevent. I think it's not about the cure, but you can prevent, start to the treatment before you get the symptoms of diseases. So you can get the quality of life, né? In my opinion. But at the same time, when you think about disease, because many kind of disease, for example, Alzheimer, Parkinson disease, if AI said, oh, Erica, you can get this kind of disease in the next 20 years. But I can avoid this. No, you can't avoid. So I think it's not an advantage for me to know about my future that I can't avoid this kind of disease. So for me, it's not an advantage. It's a disadvantage. It's a drawbacks of the artificial intelligence. So I think people should know how to use this kind of technology to improve our life. Did you get my point? I don't know if I explained correctly.
Yes, I get. And because everything is new with AI, and like you said, if it's possible predict the disease, and it's so crazy. But for the other hand, Erica, now, for example, I read other news about the people put a chip, Starlink é internet, é uma coisa lá do Elon Musk, o cara bota um chipzinho lá e o cara volta, a galera que tem... Go ahead, Giovanni, help me with this news.
Yes, to this Elon Musk. Yes,
Yes,
the chip neural.
Yes, correct. Thank you. And it's crazy, but it's experimental, experimento, and everything is new with AI. And sometimes I think we need to understand better the use of AI, and because everything is very fast with AI. 4 years ago, we started with this pandemic, this crazy pandemic. It's not possible for everyone to understand about different.
Katiana drop. She's frozen
Yeah, I
for
think
me.
so. Yeah, I think so. No, her internet connection is down, I think.
So you can continue. I think so. So I will read the next question. That's okay for you? Number 3. What ways can artificial intelligence improve education? For me, this question is about independent learning. I think the artificial intelligence can help us to learn by ourselves. Oh, sorry, Katiana, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Erica. My connection is unstable. So go ahead.
Mas eu vou falar só rapidinho em português. Eu estava dizendo o seguinte, que eu acho importante quando você tem acesso a uma informação que pode te ajudar no futuro em relação à sua saúde. Mas se o médico me dizer que eu vou ter uma doença degenerativa no futuro, que eu não posso evitar, para mim, assim, é uma coisa que eu vou sofrer dia a dia. Para mim, isso não é uma vantagem. Só para... Ok. Number three. Ok, Catiana? I will read again the question. Sorry. In what ways can artificial intelligence improve education? From my point of view, is about the independent learning. All students can learn themselves. So you can use today, for example, ChatGPT. So this kind of technology can be your personal teacher, and you don't need to only wait for your professor in your school to teach you something. You can learn by yourself. I think this kind of technology will improve our ability to learn by ourselves, by itself. How about your opinion, Christian?
Yeah, sure. I totally agree with you. I think with that today with the AI, it's possible to learn different things by your own. I think it's a good thing, but obviously that depends totally on the person, because I know that there are some people who don't. Maybe for them, studying from home or studying on internet or with a computer is not the same like studying on a regular class. So obviously it has opened a lot of opportunities for everybody, but as well it depends on the person. Another thing is the information is over there for free for everyone. Not that all of the information, obviously some information is restricted, but if you try to find information nowadays, it's kind of easy to find it depending what you want to learn. Another thing that I consider that it's maybe a disadvantage is that it's easily to get lost on internet with information, because you don't know if some information it's real or not, or if the information is correct or not. So will always, I would say, you will always need a mentor or a teacher, I would say, who has to show you if the information that you are reading or the information that you are trying to learn it's correct. So and it's totally normal, at least in my field, in my area. It's totally easy to get lost when you are trying to learn something new. Even more if you are starting in the area, it's easy to get lost and find bad information, I would say. Um, Another thing I would say that disadvantage is that nowadays students try to use AI for not studying at all, because they just try to find information or try to find the answers on ChatGPT, and at the final, as a result, they don't learn anything. They just copy and paste the information that AI shows to them. Um, and I think that's it. There are some point of view that I wanted to mention about that question. I'm gonna leave that right now because I have my Spanish immersion then. So have a good Sunday, guys. See you the next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank you. Bye bye.
Christian. Thank you. Bye-bye, Christian. And for the last, Giovanni.
Uh, Proof. Uh, for me, it's a button proof and improved hard, é hard, né? Meu Deus do céu. É, assim, it's the same tool that speed up learning, correct? But as people more dependent, elas ficam dependentes.
Yes. I agree with you, Giovanni, in this point, because sometimes it's good for one hand. I agree with you. And for the other hand, sometimes the persons, if you don't have the AI, I speak with this with my brother last week because my brother is a teacher and he spoke about this. Sometimes the students have it's lazy, tem preguiça de research the things and study,
Yes.
use the sometimes because AI sometimes we have a small answer for one thing, and we need to understand all the things about one topic. And I agree with you. It's not easy. Sometimes it's and involve, for example, when we involve these millennials, I think it's not all the millennials because I don't remember the name for the youngers now. I think it's not the millennials more.
Z generation, I think. I think Z generation. I think so.
Yes, because this generation, all the things happen very fast. It don't connect with the things, and it's different. And it's a generation who it's more easy, and for many this teenager or kids for use the AI.
I think it's just one phrase. AI doesn't replace regular schools. I think AI is it's another thing, it's another strategy for your education. As Christian said, in the internet there is much information, so you have to have a mentor to help you how to do what you should do for your learning success. That's all.
Yes, thank you, Erica. Guys, I think we need